Hello, everyone. Welcome to day 10 of the 30-day Body, Mind, and Spirit Challenge. You're all doing fantastic. Today, we're going to continue with a piece of technology called Light Body 2.0. We're going to do a little fat loss and metabolism today. So, with that said, have a glass of water ready. Where you put your attention, the intention will follow. We're going to water prep the water first. This removes the energetic frequencies, the memories, and the structuring of wherever the water has been, returning it to a pure state right for the intent of for the injection of the intent. So this runs for about 20 something odd seconds. We're going to move right into user preparation. User preparation creates a thin veil inside the water. It goes right to the subconscious mind when you drink it, opening it up for acceptance. So today, again, we're going to be doing fat loss and metabolism. Again, these intents are very strong, and a lot of people get some really, really quick results with it. So we're going to program our fat loss now. Water prep, user prep, fat loss. We're all into the same glass of water. Where you put your attention, the intention will follow. We're now programming that glass of water with fat loss. Again, everyone that is participating in the 30-day challenge, go slow and easy with everyone's techniques, tips, and tricks. What resonates with you and you get results from is what you want to use. Okay, folks, now we're going to be programming a glass of water with metabolism. Starting right off with user preparation, where you put your attention, the intention will follow. You know, you can program, the volume of water doesn't matter. You can program a gallon of this in the morning and drink it throughout the day. Your own intuition and your own body are really the best levels or the best indications of where you are and how you're doing it. We're now doing user preparation, where you put your attention, the intention will follow. You know, all of the software that I'm showing you is all built and based in the quantum principle, where space, time, and distance absolutely don't matter. We're channeling source energy directly into your water via the software, and you are the orchestrator of where that intention is going. Now, metabolism is really cool. This really helps, again, boost the metabolism, get the fat burning properties working. Here we go. Where you put your attention, the intention will follow. Tomorrow we're going to be working on flush and body toning. Flush is an amazing one. It just cleans you right out. So I will ask you to heed a little bit of caution on that when we get into day 11. But today is day 10. Tomorrow is a new day. Get pumped, folks. This just keeps getting better and better. Day 10, thank you.
And good morning, Reno Soriano here, the Conscious Health Alchemist, day 10 on your 30-day Holistic Health Challenge. So how are you doing? I think I've given you some powerful tips, secrets, how you can begin bridging over to a higher dimension of health and wellness. And today we're going to get into the fitness aspect, because there's a lot of people nowadays overweight, very sedentary. We live in a very sedentary lifestyle. Most people have sedentary lifestyles. They're sitting behind computers and they're not doing much. So the deal is the body needs to be active, it needs to be worked out, but it needs to be done in the right way. And most of what's being taught out there is actually counterproductive. And so, you know, all these paradigms teaching cardiovascular endurance exercise, well, I have a secret for you, and I have to bust some of your paradigms because I've seen way too many people waste their energy and time on cardiovascular endurance exercises, which in my book, they don't get anybody in shape. In fact, that's the secret, is cardiovascular endurance exercise does not get people fit, tone, or help you to lose weight. I'm sorry to have to tell you that, but the results speak for themselves. We have millions of people every day going to the gym and doing cardiovascular, and the results speak for themselves. So I would want to offer you some maybe shifts in consciousness so you can begin trying some things so you can see the truth. But I've gone to the gym for years, and I mean, I've seen so many people do cardiovascular endurance exercise. I don't see many people getting in shape by doing that. So, and it doesn't get you in shape, because when you do cardiovascular endurance exercise, what's happening is you're mainly just burning the calories you consumed hours before. And so the way the body works is the body will always take simple carbohydrates and sugars, it's called glucose, to burn as fuel. The second thing that the body uses as fuel is protein, which is going to take your muscle mass. And that's what some people are doing, is they're going on these diets and crazy training programs. Whoa, butterfly. They go on these training programs, but they're limiting too much good stuff, and they wind up losing muscle, which is the last thing you want to do. Yes, you get smaller and tinier, but what most people are losing when they go on diets and do all these cardio stuff is water and muscle mass. Now that's the worst thing you can do, because now you have less muscle on your body to burn calories, and you actually have more fat on your body than you had before. So in fat to muscle ratio, you've actually increased that, even though you've gotten smaller, and now the next time you go consume regular calories, you're going to put that weight on super fast. That's what's going on with most people. The diets don't work. It's a very minimal short-term resolution, but it's not the truth, because what's going to happen eventually when you go back to consuming regular calories, you're going to put on the weight faster, and now you're much heavier and have much more fat on your body than before, because now you have less muscle mass. So my thing is, save your energy. You don't need to do cardiovascular endurance exercise. You do need to be active, and you need to do it in the right way. And so what I teach is what I call holistic fitness. Very simple, fun, creative, and the results speak for themselves, and helps you get fit in record time. And you conserve energy. You want to conserve energy. So another proponent I want to bring up before I forget is when you do extensive and long-term cardiovascular endurance exercises, let's call it, you know what I'm talking about, the cardio, the treadmills, and all these things where you're exerting, you're elevating your heart levels past 60 to 75% of maximum heart rate, and you're doing that for 30 minutes, 45 minutes. What you do is, after 15-20 minutes, you put your body in the survival mode. Your body's thinking you're running from something, and your body's going to start producing stress hormones, which is actually catabolic, which is actually counterproductive on what you're looking to do. If you're looking to slim down, you need to keep your physiology clean. You don't want to be stressing your heart. You're going to be stressing your heart, producing stress hormones, and that actually can mess up your metabolism, which will make losing weight very challenging. So I'm here to say, you don't need to do cardiovascular endurance exercise the way it's being taught and trained. There's a much more effective way in what I call holistic fitness. So here's the secret. If you want to get in shape record time, and you want to do it in a way that the results speak for themselves, I recommend going power walking or hiking. I live here in Arizona. I go hiking. I go up in the mountains, and I sometimes bring a backpack. Now, for most people, they don't live in the mountains. So what I recommend for most people is to simply, here, I'll be right back, simply grab a backpack, okay? Simple backpack. And what you can do is start putting weight in it. Okay, so what you do is, you can start off with a water bottle. You can put a brick in here. You can put books in here, okay? And so once a week, you increase the weight a little bit. And so for me, I'm in the desert, so I'm gonna just grab a rock and start throwing this in here, okay? Then I zip this up, and I put the backpack on, okay? And I go power walking. Power walking is just you're swinging your arms, and you're going a little faster pace than a regular walk. And you just go walking. If you live in just a community, go down to your local park, or go around the community a couple blocks. Do it for 30-40 minutes. If you're in the desert like me, I go power walking, or I go up hiking, okay? If you're at the beach, perfect, same thing. Put on the backpack, put some weight in, and every 5 or 7 days, put more weight in. And within a month, you're gonna see you're gonna have great results, and within a month, your backpack should be very heavy, okay? To the point where, yeah, it is a bit challenging, but you'll see that your whole body is going to be involved in that, and in doing that process, you're actually going to slim down very quickly, okay? So backpack with weight. Another tip I can give you is, if you want to shed the weight the fastest, the first thing in the morning is the best time to go do power walking or hiking. Now, why is that? Because you've gone 8 to 12 hours without consuming any food, and so your body needs fuel to burn, okay? And so the first thing that your body uses is carbohydrates, simple sugars. Second one is protein. So now if you haven't eaten for 8 to 12 hours, the last thing that the body will use as fuel is fat. And so if you're overweight, one of the simplest ways to slim down is, first thing in the morning, you put the backpack on and go power walking or hiking. Now, because your body's going to be forced to use the fat on your body to burn as fuel for your system. And so that's one of the main secrets, is go if you're going to do the exercise, let's call it like hiking or power walking, first thing in the morning, and then the weights you can do in the afternoon, which is much better after you've nourished your body and you have the strength. So first thing in the morning, empty stomach, put the backpack on with weight, and go power walking and go hiking. That's the easiest, simplest way to get in shape. You don't need to run on the treadmill, and running is one of the worst, by the way. It's hard on your joints and it breaks down muscle tissue. It's catabolic, so stay away from all that stuff. So other activities you can engage in which are very healthy is tennis, volleyball, things that are start and stop. You don't want to be elevating your heart levels to high maximum rates, because it produces stress hormones in your body. Most people don't know that, even exercise experts and nutrition experts and personal trainers. And for me, I get dramatic results with people. Usually the results I get are like 3 to 4 pounds within the first few days they lose, because they're keeping it efficient, they're inputting clean nutrition, and they're doing the they're doing the movements that are actually going to get results. So keep it simple, make it fun, and invite some of your friends and neighbors to go power walking with you. Put the backpack on and go. Get outside and then take some time to be in nature. That's where the power is. Most people are they're inside, they're sedentary, they're behind their computer, they're in their car, they're in synthetic stuff all day, every day for months and years, and then you wonder why people are hurting and overweight. You need to be active, so get outside and get your butt rolling, and let's get you in shape, and let's bling you out so you can go out and live a victorious life. I'm Reno Soriano, the Conscious Health Alchemist. I just hit you with my holistic fitness secrets, and remember, healthy body, happy soul, and see you soon.
Hey guys, Wendy Johns here, and welcome back. A previous video I did was about focus, and I primarily started there with creating your own reality as a fundamental step in becoming aware of your thoughts and what you focus on, and being a spectator of your thoughts, standing outside of yourself and listening to yourself, because we all have the opportunity each and every day to have a runaway mind. It's just part of being human. And getting into what we would call a negative spiral, it's very easy to get sucked into that, and then before you know it, we've ruined our whole day. I also want to start today with what I would call part 2 of being an architect of your own reality, and that is asking yourself, who am I? And have you ever asked yourself that? What I mean is, what do you state in your mind on a regular basis? You may have to think about it. You may not even be aware of it. But I've caught my own self going down the road in the car, being aggravated or disgusted about something, and I'm like, I am so sick of blah, blah. I am blank, and none of it being positive. Now, thank goodness, I'm aware and I caught myself, but it's a practice. I'm still susceptible to doing things like that, just like anyone else. But it is critical that we become aware of what we state we are and listen to those thoughts, because I am gives your body the energy and frequency of an embodiment. You actually become what you say and what you think you are. There's an old saying that what a man thinketh in his heart, so shall he be, or something like that. And that is so true. Whatever we think that we are, that's who we become. That's how we've created what we have. That's a result of who and what we think we are. So make it a good practice. This is a good challenge for you to become aware of your thoughts. And when you're in the car, when you have time, when you're not directly interacting with someone, say to yourself, I am magnificent. I am great. I am confident. I am resilient, I am determined, whatever comes to mind. Because when you say I am, every cell in your body listens. It's like, whoop, radar goes on. It says, oh, I am. Okay, I am. And then therefore, that's what's reflected back out to you from what you project gets reflected back to you from the universe. So make those I ams positive. I challenge you to take every day, every free moment to step outside of yourself, again, be the spectator, and reinforce yourself with more positivity. Say you am whatever it is you want to be. I am an artist, I'm a musician, I am a world famous speaker, I am rich, I am loved. Whatever it is that you desire, it is your right to do so and to make your field more hard. Creates a change, a state change in your body. And it's such an excellent practice. Give it a try. This can be a lifelong practice, and you can pass it on to others, because often, too many times, we are self-deprecating. Who knows why we do that? So many psychological reasons, but we need to give ourselves a boost in the right direction. More positivity, both spoken and in our mind. I am wonderful. I am great. Just do it. You got to do it. It's for your best and highest good. Thank you again for joining, and see you guys soon. Bye-bye.
Hi guys, and we're back. Day 10 of the Body, Mind, Spirit Challenge. My name is Jim Standish and I'm one of your co-hosts. Today we're going to talk about segment intending. Now I want you to write this down in your little notebook, and the reason why I thought of this is I got in my vehicle this morning. This is something that I have been doing for years, and if you put this to practice and do this day after day, week after week, month after month, year after year, you will yield incredible results from this. I absolutely guarantee it. So in segment intending, I actually first learned this from Esther and Jerry Hicks. Esther speaks on behalf of Abraham, and it's something that I highly suggest that you look into. There's a lot of great teachings in there, and this is one that I picked up many, many years ago. I have put into practice, and something that I would like you guys to put into practice as well, the segment intending. Now we're going to talk very briefly about conscious ability and unconscious ability. So when you first learned to drive, we used conscious ability. That is that you had to think a little bit about the actions that you took. You had to think about starting the car. You had to think about putting it in reverse. You had to think about turning around, blah, blah, blah. So as we're learning how to do something, we're employing conscious ability. And remember, just recently we were using conscious breathing, right? That a lot of us just breathe unconsciously, and let's just stop for a minute and think about it, and put some intention behind it, and think and do conscious breathing. So this is a very conscious exercise. So I want you to get into your vehicles. Before you go anywhere, you can start the engine. Certainly if you live in a cold climate, you might want to start the engine and get the heat going, and center yourself, and try that breathing exercise. If nothing else, take a really deep breath, center yourself, and I want you to think about the journey that you're about to take. I want you to think about the roads you're going to take, the path that you're going to take to wherever it is you're going. If you're going to work, you're going to school, you're bringing the kids somewhere. Mentally walk through that entire process before you even leave the driveway. And I want you to speak out loud and say segment intending. Now, if there's people in the car and you feel goofy speaking it out loud, that's okay. Just kind of say it to yourself. But if you're by yourself, speak it out loud. See, I want you to speak this to the universe. And you can say segment intending. And you're going to intend a nice, safe trip. Very simple. Segment intending, I'm gonna go here, I'm gonna go there, and I'm gonna have a nice safe trip, and I'm not gonna have any traffic, and whatever you want to do. Segment intending, and what you're doing is where your attention goes, the intention flows. So you're gonna put your attention on where you're going. You're gonna set your intention for arriving safe and sound. Do this every day, every single day, every time you get in the vehicle. And what happens is you start to set this up for yourself. Now, it is said that you get what you think about most of the time. That meaning that whatever it is that you're thinking about most of the time is what you're going to get. That's what you're putting out. That's what you're emitting. That is the vibration that you're emitting to the universe, and the universe just responds. It doesn't know how to do anything else. It doesn't know bad. It doesn't know good. All it knows is how to respond to your thoughts. So this is conscious. We're going to actually think about this. We're going to think about safety. We're going to create our trip in our head before we even leave the driveway. Do this every single day, every time you get in the car. As you start to see that this works, I want you to play with this a little bit. And now I want you to create parking spaces for yourself. Now, if you take public transportation or you ride a bicycle, some of this may not apply. I know a lot of us rely on vehicles, right? I mean, we go to work every day. We do what we need to do in vehicles. If you take public transportation or you ride a bicycle or something, you absolutely can do this. Absolutely. Segment intending and intend for yourself everything that's going to happen along the route to your destination and how you want that to play out. So today, day 10, you've got a lot of homework now, and I really want you guys to work on this stuff, okay? Day 10, segment intending. That's it for now. I'll see you on day 11.
Hi, I'm Dr. Howard. Yesterday you were told about what happens to my blood sugar if protein and carbs are not balanced in my diet. I have a friend who did similar tests, and her responses were very similar to mine, though there were some differences. Her blood sugar spikes were higher than mine but returned to normal faster. This is because I'm a type 2 diabetic and she's not diabetic. During a blood sugar spike, neither of our brains seem to think very clearly. We can be difficult to be around, and my eyesight sometimes gets weird. However, if we maintain protein-carb balance in our meals, we seem to function and behave much better. As a result of managing our carbs and protein, I don't need to take diabetic medication, and I doubt that she'll ever be diagnosed with diabetes. My personal experience is that the symptoms mentioned above appeared intermittently and got worse over the years, way before my body got stressed to the point when the first signs of insulin resistance appeared. Bless you. I'll talk more on this tomorrow.
When's the last time you played, really played, like you did when you were 5, 6, 7? You played tag, you played hopscotch, you played Simon Says, you played in the sandbox. When's the last time you done those types of things? When we were kids, we wished on stars, we blew out the dandelions, and we send wishes then on. And we looked at the stars, and we counted stars, we looked for four-leaf clovers, we did all those types of things. And we were carefree. Carefree. We had a great time as children. Most of us did. So, if you don't remember those types of kid games, and certainly others that I haven't mentioned, if you don't remember those, go back in your mind and remember. Remember how much fun you had growing up as a kid. And bring that wonderment, that childlike fun back into your life. Now, if you have a partner, make a play date. Make a play date where you get in the sand. And best way to do this is to go to a beach, have fun, build sand castles, run up and down the beach, chase after each other, catch each other. If you're single, do the same thing. You can do it with friends. Go play, play, play. And if you're single and don't think that you have anybody who would want to play with you, go play by yourself. You played by yourself as a kid. Go do that. Remember. This is the things we have to get back to, and that is remembering who we are. We came into this world carefree. Before all the don'ts, stops, don't do that, don't touch that, mine, go back to the days of being carefree, being fun, laughing, laugh out loud. Go see something that makes you laugh ridiculously out loud and for long periods of time. Laughing is the best medicine. It always has been and it always will be. This is how we take care of ourselves. This is how we grow. This is how we bring into fruition the things that we want. Because when we were children, we didn't worry about the next thing. We stayed in the moment and we played. Played. We played until, as my mom would say, don't let darkness catch you. So we played until the sun went down. We played with each other. We colored. There's lots of great coloring books out. Go get a coloring book. Go get some crayons. Go get some colored pencils. Go get some paint. And bring back your inner child. It is so important these days, especially now, that we bring back our inner child. Our inner child is actually that step that we take to loosen ourselves up, stop taking ourselves so damn seriously, and we have fun. Remember that? Have fun. Now, I'm not suggesting your life isn't fun, but I am suggesting that you take the time to remember your innocence. Remember your childhood days. Remember. When we remember, we're able to take that remembering, that energy, into the things that we are absolutely wanting in our lives. Thank you. I'm Donna Whittington, Peace, Love, and Bliss coach. Have a fabulous day.
Hi, for today's challenge, I'd like to introduce you to Centropy. Centropy is where things come into order, harmony, balance. And this creates youthing, vitality, rejuvenation in the physical body. Entropy, on the other hand, is a state of disorder and disorganization. So that can be caused by environmental hazards, the chemicals, even chemicals in food, chemicals in the air that you breathe. It can also be caused by excessive mental worry. Your thoughts can create entropy. Your thoughts can also create centropy. So you can balance that by being out in nature, nurturing yourself, eating sensibly in a light manner where you're not over full and you can't move anymore, moving, fast walking, jogging, things that are fluid and harmonious, yoga, qigong, whatever it is that lightens you up. Electronics also create entropy in the environment and in the physical body. So keep your cell phones and things like that preferably not right on your body for any length of time to where you are uncomfortable. So what else is possible with Centropy in your life? Would you like more vitality? Entropy also actually shortens the telomere ends to create olding and aging, so speeds up the aging process. I invite you, I challenge you to create more Centropy in your life. Centropy with a C as opposed to entropy with an E. It's